organizers of, NiteGroovz itself. It's been about a week or two since, the actual event happened, so we just thought, the usual thing, we usually, talk to them before, this time we decided to talk to them after, so I'm sitting here with, DJ RS, and Bleqdip, and, just to get some, afterthoughts, about, the event itself and all that. And I'm gonna start off, I'm not sure which one of you is brave enough to answer this question, but I think the people out there want to know, why was it on a Friday? Because, there's been that tradition that people come from NiteGroovz on a Saturday.
Yeah.
They come out at whatever time they, deem is decent. They go sit down for a few hours, go for brunch at 10, and then they'll knock out for the rest of the day into SWAT week. This time you guys gave us an entire day. Didn't know what to do with this day. So talk to us about that decision.
Oh man, it was really it was kind of the NiteGroovz date actually. I have a confession. The idea came to me last year in October that we wanted to move the project to a Friday night.
Yeah.
The main reason being that it always felt like an afterthought. For me, it always felt like, it's the large Friday of lectures for all students, and then the big parties on a Saturday. So Friday, then it always made it seem like a secondary thing to the end of the semester.
Yeah.
So moving it to Friday was like it becomes the mark that the last day when I step out of my last lecture, there's one thing I'm doing tonight. It's going to NiteGroovz,
Okay.
And then also we also had like people who start writing exams early in SWAT week who used to complain a lot about Saturday, that they can't make it because some people were starting on Monday and they're like, yo, I can't be hanging on a Sunday, or I'm gonna be so exhausted or anything like that. So it kind of worked out for especially senior postgraduate students as well, who most have a lot of submissions and work to do in all week, that Friday night was kind of necessary to have that extra day where you could actually sleep the whole of Saturday, and then Sunday you started to like get your world back together again, kind of thing. Last year I was saying I made a blunder last year. We actually had NiteGroovz a week before the last weekend of lectures because I made a mistake while designing the poster, and I only realized it 2 weeks into the marketing that wait, that's not the last weekend of term, man. That's the weekend before the last weekend of term. It worked out regardless. So then when I thought about us doing it on Friday, I was like, look, if people could make it on the weekend before the last weekend, they can definitely do Friday.
A day. Okay. Okay, so generally on the whole, how did you guys feel about the night? Did the experiment work? Did Friday work?
I think it worked out pretty much nicely. We were looking at the numbers, comparing the numbers of the people that were actually at the event, the ticket sales and how they actually went. I mean, VIP was sold out by Tuesday of the week of the event, and then on the night of the event, all the tickets were pretty much sold out basically. So you couldn't find, so people had to pay at the door, which meant that we were able to meet our demands that we wanted or were looking forward to meet. So pretty much it was a success, looking at the numbers and how everything turned out.
Okay. And your particular sets, because you guys are DJs. Were people feeling the music? Were they there? Or were you more concerned about, are they enjoying the party?
Man, I think I'm always more concerned about are people actually enjoying the party, the administration of the party. A lot of things happen, man. People lose their tickets, but they've paid and they're trying to get in. Somebody wants to upgrade to VIP. Or, a whole lot of crazy things happen on the night that are, I'd rather be focused on than the music, and rather let the people we've booked, to do the gigs. I can't remember the last night we actually. I think this year I played in the VIP section at like 4 in the morning, but I think that was my first NiteGroovz set in the last 2 years. I've never been on stage performing at NiteGroovz.
I've actually never really had an opportunity to perform at NiteGroovz. There's always something that comes up last minute that needs to be taken care of. I remember, for example, last year, as I was going to my set at 4 o'clock, there are people that are passing out and all of that. So, I kind of like have to, help the bouncers out and all of that. So I end up not having the time to play. But I always prepare fire set that I listen to.
It's always in the back pocket, you know.
No, no, I
Kill
feel
it
you.
tonight.
I think, last thing, going forward, because you guys have done, quite a bit, this year. Maybe not necessarily just as NiteGroovz, but, you've been involved in days and things like that. So, what else are we looking forward to in terms of events this year? And, the one at the end of the year.
Man, yeah, it's been a bit of a turnaround year for us. I think we've seen ourselves taking a more promoter administrative role to a lot of people's events, a lot of society's events. A lot of people never get to know about it, but we like the brains behind most of those ideas. And hence, we always say NiteGroovz is sort of a combination of all those little things you've experienced throughout the year, because actually those were sort of us just testing some ideas at other people's parties to see if when NiteGroovz comes about, we can do it properly. So, I mean, we've had a really successful year and a good partnership with Prime, obviously, for us this year as well. We've done a lot of national acts, which is a big thing that I think people can gather as the direction we've taken the club, Prime, and also our involvement has been moving towards more having a stronger hip-hop movement in the nightlife and more live performances and that sort of thing. And with NiteGroovz as well, that was the switch up. It was the first NiteGroovz, I think in 4 or 5 years that we went for like a big national act kind of thing. I mean, the last time we did national acts was back when Kent and C Live came to Grahamstown, and it was a couple of years, like 4 or 5 years, so I don't know, man. But again, we didn't want to go over the top and go for like an extremely massive artist, because then it's going to look like you went there because of that massive artist. But at this point in time, we sort of picked an upcoming artist who we felt had a great potential on stage, which I think it did pretty well. And so it then still gave people that momentum that they went there for NiteGroovz, but they also got to experience, a new DJ on the lineup, Banks. They also got to experience Kid X, which was really cool, because then a week later after he performs on stage, he goes and drops the 7th video officially,
which is quite
and he goes
hot,
viral. Then people are like, oh wait, we heard this at NiteGroovz the other night, so that was kind of the thing that we were targeting, because they were also looking at that sort of stuff as where's his career going, and this is NiteGroovz turning point to say we're going back again to doing national artists at NiteGroovz on a bigger scale. So looking forward in October, we're definitely going bigger than Kid X. Like, it's already pretty much done. The date is set, the artist is set. We're just waiting for when we're gonna let people know. Just get your money ready. It's gonna be $50 pre-sold ticket. It's gonna be 200 Rand for VIP this time, not 150. And we're not gonna make any more VIP tickets like we did last time. No, there's not gonna be anything like that. You know what I mean? So that's definitely the next NiteGroovz. It's 23rd of October, and we're gonna bigger artist closing one. I mean, it's October. It's always bigger than May.
Yeah.
So it's definitely way bigger than what we did in May. Next up for us is National Arts Festival.
Okay, cool. So yes, that was us. That was LOTv's coverage of NiteGroovz. We spoke to all the DJs, and we spoke to the organizers, spoke to Kid X, spoke to Banks, we spoke to
Curtis B.
Snash, House Natives.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good night. So yeah, make sure you look out for all the rest of the events. They've already told you how much the next one is going to be, so start budgeting now. Start budgeting now. Like spend and save wisely. So yes, you can check them out, Twitter, Facebook. They've got a heavy presence there. You won't miss them. You won't miss them. But yes, that was NiteGroovz.
Thank you.
Such